A North Carolina high school student will receive a $95,000 settlement after her school district wrongly accused her of vandalism for painting a Charlie Kirk tribute on a campus spirit rock. Now, that settlement includes a brand new free speech policy and a public statement clearing her name. Let's bring in that high school student, Gabby Stout, along with her attorney at the Alliance Defending Freedom, Tyson Langoffer. You know what, Gabby? This is one of those stories that we love to tell because sometimes the good guys do win. And in this case, the good guys won. Tell us what happened.
Yes, so after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I was devastated. So I wanted to find a way that I could honor his life. And so I decided to paint the rock at my school. And I called the school the day before and received permission to paint the rock. And only hours after painting the rock, I heard that it was covered up by school officials. The following day, a letter was sent out to my entire school saying that I committed vandalism, that it was not permitted, and that law enforcement was contacted, even though I had permission to do so.
Boy, that's just incredible. Let me share, as we look at those great pictures of the rock itself, let me share the school board statement. I thought this was interesting. The board has adopted a new student free speech policy that addresses spirit rocks and other expressive activities. The student's painting of the Audrey Kell Spirit Rock on September 14, 2025 did not violate the Code of Student Conduct or other school system policies in place at the time. It was not an act of vandalism, and the school did not report the incident to law enforcement. The board regrets that the student had this experience. Tyson, I got to bring you in. That sounds like something that you could have written for them and then just sort of said, yeah, this is how it should read. What do you make of what they had to say?
Well, you know, this was one of the most egregious cases. I've litigated these cases for 11 years.
Yeah.
And as Gabby said, she followed all the rules. She called the school, asked, if she could do this. They allowed her to do it. She did it. And the next day, they're issuing a statement to the entire school saying that somehow she not only committed act of vandalism, but that they're going to actually go to the law enforcement. And on Monday, they grilled her in the principal's office 2 different times. The school can't pick and choose what messages students get to express. If they allow them to write on the rock, they need to allow students from both sides to be able to do this. And as she said, she was just trying to honor a great American like Charlie Kirk.
Just an incredible story. Let me share this. This is Gregory Rankin here. The board fully supports students exercising their right to free speech that ensures that schools remain safe places for all of our students and promotes productive civic discourse. All right, Gabby, I want you to wrap us up here. Tell me how it feels to not just get your reputation back and 95 grand along the way, but obviously also a chance to celebrate a great American.
I'm really excited about the outcome of this lawsuit and the settlement. It's been a hard 9 months, and I give all the glory to God for this win, but I'm proud that this will never happen to another student and they won't have to go through what I did for simply sharing their beliefs, which they should be able to do freely, and that's what Charlie Kirk stood for.
And best of all, she asked for permission, Tyson. She did it by the book. She did everything the right way. What do you want to say as people watch this story? A lot of Americans may not have heard of it, but I think it's a remarkable one. What's the takeaway here tonight?
The takeaway is, I think I would encourage all students across the country to do what Gabby did, to emulate Charlie Kirk, to have difficult conversations, to talk about important issues, and to respect others who disagree with you, and don't try to shut them down. Actually engage in discourse. That's what our schools should be doing. That's what the First Amendment stands for. That's what Gabby did, and I'm really proud to have represented her and to be able to get this great settlement for her.
And I know a lot of people will jump on the school, but better late than never. I'm glad that they have done the right thing. They owned up to it. And there's something to be said for that. And maybe this is a cautionary tale also for school districts out there. Free speech applies to everybody. So, Gabby, great to see you. Tyson, thank you for your time tonight. You guys have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.